So I'm now in the clubhouse and I am with
Amelia and Esme.
And what age groups do you guys play?
Under 16s.
Under 14s.
So you may have gathered from a few decorations on the table and this wonderful jumper that I'm wearing, which is really hot, hence the reason I'm really sweating under this light. I don't think I picked the best attire. This is the Christmas podcast. Now, for some of you, you may be panicking, but in the Woodland household, the start of December is Christmas. This is now the start of December, so it's Christmas in my house, it's Christmas at Hartlepool, and it's Christmas in your house, whether you like it or not. So Merry Christmas. We thought we'd mix things up and go for a bit of a Christmassy way of asking you questions. So, can you pick a cracker for me, please? No pressure. Which cracker are you going to pick?
This one.
Okay, do you guys want to pull the cracker? Whoa! So, you should have a question there.
Yeah.
Kev's trying to pinch the chocolate. That's yours. Okay, you've got to put the hat on first, though.
All right.
It is Christmas. Come on.
Don't know if they'll fit. I've got a big head.
There we are. So what else is in there? Is there something else in there first?
Yeah.
See, we've not rehearsed this at all, as you can see. So you've got to do the joke first.
What is the absolute best Christmas present?
Go on.
A broken drum. You can't beat it.
Who doesn't mind a good old dad joke? Okay, so what's the question that you have there for you two to answer?
Who is your favourite player and why? Do you want to answer first?
No.
Oh. Well, mine's Hannah Bottoman because she plays she plays the other prop that I do, but I got to see her at Twickenham, and like she plays like I do, and that's who I want to be. Like that's what I'd strive to be when.
So what game did you watch at Twickenham?
Against New Zealand, but she came on like later on.
So is that the one recently?
Yeah.
And you didn't give me a wave. I was there in
I know.
the referee's
kit.
kit.
Find you.
So you didn't say. So is there a player that you like the most,
Yeah.
or?
Owen Farrell, because he's just, when I watched him when I was 8 on my telly, I was just inspired to like be like there when I was older.
Did you ever get to watch him live at all? Or? No. And now he's in France.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll chat to your parents, say, look, mum and dad, for my future, my rugby, can we go to France and watch Owen Farrell? Yeah, that would be a good one. Okay, so it's your turn to pick a cracker now. I'll pull with you this time because she won last time. She got the chocolate. I won. You didn't get the chocolate either. Okay, I've just thought about this. Oh, I didn't plan this very well, did I? I'm going to have to wear the bleeding hat as well now. And like you, I have a head that's slightly larger than most. So there we are. Now I look an idiot as well. Now, fantastic. Well, I got a chocolate. Okay, cracker joke. Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars?
I don't know.
Because our days are numbered. That was awful, wasn't it? That was
So bad.
Okay, the question for you guys is, who do you think could make it to the PWI, the Premiership Women's Rugby, from your club or your team, or if you play county? Who do you play with or is in your club that you think, wow, she's brilliant, she can really make it?
Ruby.
Who?
Ruby.
Ruby. Is she pretty phenomenal?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about yourself?
Katie.
Okay, so so why Ruby then?
Awesome.
She's just awesome.
And what is she awesome at?
Everything.
She's one of those really annoying players that's really good at everything. Okay, what age does she play?
Under 16s.
Okay, so has she been picked for county yet? Yeah. Okay, so you got a bright future. And you said Katie?
Yeah.
Which age group?
Under 14s.
Okay.
She's just good at everything. Like, she's a good like co-captain. She's a good try scorer.
Is she?
Like, yeah. And she's like really good at her position. Like, she's just good at everything.
So if Ruby or Kate make it to the Premiership, okay, these young ladies saw it first, all right? So they put their names down there. So no pressure on you two young ladies at all. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You've picked, I've picked. You want to pick a cracker?
Yeah.
Well, then you can go. And you threw your child. Quick, get it. The camera will edit it out. They won't realise you ran off the camera. Fantastic. So first off, you've got to look at Burke and put your hat on.
Why do I have a red one?
Well, the thing is what is the club colours?
Oh yeah.
So I've done the best I can with the minimal budget that I spent.
Right. Which of Santa's reindeer has the worst manners? Rudolph.
You can't laugh before the punchline.
That's so bad. Who in your team would you not like to share a room on tour and why?
Oh.
I don't know.
So who in your team would be a nightmare to share a room with on tour? Just you and them in a room for a weekend. Oh, they're tight-lipped.
That's so...
No pressure, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Right. Stevie.
okay.
Because she's just like, she's just a bad influence. Like, she's just bad. She's got bad behaviour. Like, she's like.
So you're worried that what you make up to because of her.
Yeah.
So no pressure now. We've got an answer. It's all on you now.
Probably Scarlett.
Okay. Why Scarlett?
I think she'd keep you up talking.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
Okay, fair one. Right.
That's so funny.
Oh, actually, I can't put two hats on. I can't put
I'll
two
put
hats
two
on.
on.
Go on, you put two hats on. Then we can have one of, look. One of each colour, look. And I'll share the chocolate with you guys. Okay. So the dodgy dad joke. What do snowmen wear on their heads?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ice caps. I apologise for the jokes. These are not written by me. The questions are, but the jokes aren't. Okay. So when did you start playing rugby? Okay, and why did you still play? So when did you start?
Under 13s before it changed to two age groups, like the under 14s.
So it used to be under 13s,
Yeah.
under 15s and 18s, and a few years ago it was changed to 12s, 14s, 16s and 18s. Okay, what about yourself?
I started when I was 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was in like a mixed group with like boys and girls until like under 12s before I had to go to all girls team.
Well, I'm going to sort of deviate from the question a little bit. Why did you start playing?
Because I did do dancing for ages, but then after COVID, I'd stopped doing dancing altogether, and I needed something to do. And my mum had been asking me to do rugby for ages, but because my brother had been playing, so I thought I'd just give it a try, and I've been playing since.
Well, yourself, so you're 8 years old, so...
So I did it in PE and like I really enjoyed it. So me mum took me to Billingham Rugby Club and then I've started playing since.
Okay, so why are you still playing, especially yourself? Obviously, it must have been quite difficult going from mixed rugby into girls rugby, and obviously going from dancing to rugby. They're slight polar opposites, aren't they? So why do you still play?
I still play because I just love the atmosphere. Like it is like the environment's just like, I don't know. It's just, and especially when you're on the pitch, it's just another like feeling. Like it's just like it's another feeling on the pitch, and you just get to experience everything. It's a good environment, like with the team and with the coaches, and it's just fun. Like, yeah.
What about yourself? Because rugby and dance are very polar opposites. They're not even similar. So why?
Well, I love the friends that I get to make, and it's my favourite time of the week now. to be on that pitch, it's just the best feeling like ever. To just forget about the full week and
just go for it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Obviously, it is Christmas themed. if you were in charge of the naughty and nice list, okay, who would you put from the coaches onto the naughty list and why?
My dad.
No hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah, straight on that line.
You didn't even have to think. I don't think I even finished the question fully. So why would you put your dad on the naughty list?
Because he's just naughty, isn't he?
Just in general, or just at rugby, or
just in general?
In general, okay. No pressure, because that was a very quick answer. Anthony. Oh.
Harvey or
The other one.
yeah, Harvey.
Okay. Why? Is he a grumpy coach?
Because yeah.
Are you always being told off by him?
Yeah.
Is that your fault or his fault? Do you think?
His fault. It's his fault.
I'll ask you again. His fault or your fault?
His fault.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Okay. Now, you've obviously won some chocolates. Okay. There are some chocolates on the table. I want you to grab one of the cracker ends that have got the middle to it. Grab one each quickly. Okay. Are you too young to remember the game's Hungry Hippos?
No, I know what it is. Yeah.
Do you know what Hungry Hippos are? Yeah, okay. So there are some sweets on the table. Do not touch the Santa Clauses because they are ours. And if you steal my chocolate or my food, I can become quite aggressive. Okay, it's my DBS. Don't touch Nick's food. Okay. We have a bit of a competition to see who can get the most chocolates in to your tube. You can use both hands, so you can pick and put them in as much as you can, but as many as you can get in there. Okay, without knocking the microphones. Ready? On your marks. Get set. Wait a second. I used to teach young kids. I can't get out of this one. Ready? On your marks. Get set. Great being here with you.
I swear.
Go! Oh, we've been inventive. What?
It's breaking.
There's one on the floor. You threw. So you pick one up and threw one at her. Okay, well there we are. Okay, well you can keep them. I was going to be really mean and make you eat as many as you can really quickly, but I kind of thought that maybe you wouldn't fancy stuffing chocolate in your mouth as you can.
I would.
What? Put them back on the table.
I would stuff my face with chocolate.
I think I'd beat you.
What, and allow me to record it and put it onto YouTube?
Yeah,
for everyone to see?
yeah, I actually would.
Okay, in that case, then you are definitely funny. I like it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, put them to the side of you so you are just out of the way. Now, for those who know me, know that my memory isn't always the best. So I'm very good at making notes and trying to sort of remember things. And when I can't, I tend to do things in the background that helps me remember things. The problem is before starting this podcast, I asked these two young ladies to remember something for me. And I've just realised in order for me to get that information, I've got to ask them on the podcast in front of you lot and look daft. So I may edit this out, I may keep this in, we will see. So I asked you to remember something before I did the podcast. You remember what I asked you to remember?
No.
Green trees.
Green trees.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It was green and trees.
Oh, so it's not green trees?
No, green and trees.
Was it Santa or something?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't.
Oh.
It was Santa and green trees. Wait,
I gave you one job, you two, and you've let me down.
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's like Santa and trees or something.
It's Santa and trees. Okay. So, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. That was a really poor. I'll try again, sorry. The problem is you're too young to remember this. The adults watching, I always sound like the Green Giant. Ready? Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. I can't do it. You'd think with this belly I could really give it. Okay. So, we went Santa. Okay. Merry Christmas. And
trees.
you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
Thank you.
So, Did you attend Woody Sevens last season?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you didn't. Okay, so do you remember there was a shop on there that was selling kit, etc.?
I got a lot from
You Well, I tried to get something from there because Poppy Cleo and Connie Powell, who came, donated a bag worth of stuff. I saw the bag go over there, and I think before Matt, who owns the company, had a chance to put labels on them, he said the bag was empty and people were asking for prices. Was it you, is it? So you're the fault there's on stuff there. Fantastic. So for those who haven't attended Woody Sevens, Matt is a gentleman who runs a fantastic organisation and charity called Community Kit Bag. What he does is he repurposes your old sports kit, any sports kit, it could be rugby, cricket, football, that hurt a little bit, football, I say that I actually quite enjoy football, but he repurposes the kit, sells it at a very reasonable price, and the funds that he generates, he then uses for charity purposes, to actually run mental health workshops for clubs, etc. Check him out. He is absolutely fantastic at what he does. He's always looking for help and always looking for support and always looking for kit. So if you're part of a sports club that thinks that you can do a bit of work with him and help him, give him a call. Depending on how far it is, he will come up, he will bring his shop to your club. Not only will he take second-hand kit, he can help those within your club who maybe can't afford to spend 50, 60 quid on those football rugby boots that children want. He can help give them access to kit and therefore give them access to sport whilst giving people access to mental health support, which I think is fantastic. So one of these presents is from the Community Kit Bag team and one of them is from me. So are you ready to open your Christmas presents? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you interested in what's in there? Is it annoying that I'm talking too much? Because you keep prodding it as if you're trying to figure out what it is. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll ask some more questions first before we open the presents. Is that all right?
No.
I love to be brutally honest with you. You're my kind of person. Okay, open your Christmas. In fact, you've got to look at the camera and say, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
And open your presents.
They're cool.
Who doesn't love
These are
Christmas socks?
actually mint.
They are really cool.
They're probably good.
Okay, you've got to show the camera because you're holding behind the table, okay? So we have Christmas socks,
Yes.
the best gift ever.
Yeah.
And what else do we have?
A shirt.
Shirt.
Okay, I will say something. Have a look at the sleeves of the shirt. What does it say on there? You've looked at they perfectly looked at the one that I wanted to look at. So what does it say? Yeah, what does it say?
Tyrell's Premier 15s.
We'll edit that out. That was Tyrrell's Premier 15. I like that. Okay, do you know what is or was the Tyrrell Premier 15? Okay, so it was the sponsor of the Premiership Women's Rugby a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So why would those shirts have that on there, do you think? No? Do you guys know what this is for?
Yeah, for the it's the thing that GPS.
Well done. So she knows her stuff. Okay, do you find them in normal shirts?
No.
So why do you think those shirts have them in and have a sponsor on the sleeve for the Premiership Rugby? I'll give you a clue, okay? It starts
The
with
plain shirts.
they are playing shirts from Saracens players.
That's really cool.
What number's on the back of yours?
19.
Okay. And what's on the back of yours?
1.
Okay. Who used to play for Saracens a few years ago? Number 1. She now plays at Bristol. You may have mentioned her a couple of times today.
Hannah Bottom.
Hannah Bottoman. So there's a possibility, okay, that is actually one of Hannah Bottoman's shirts. I kid you not. Unfortunately, they're not named on what games they are, but we have found online that both her and another player both played number 1 at different points during the season in that kit. So you both have player issues Premiership rugby shirts once given to Saracens players for games a few years back.
Oh,
And that's all because
mental.
of Matt at the community kit bag. So, judging by the fact that she's been quiet for the first time on the podcast, Matt, I think you made a big difference there, mate. So I appreciate that. So, yeah, you may just have Hannah Bottomman shirt there. He wanted to make sure you guys got a couple of presents from him. So, honestly, Matt, huge thanks. I think you've made 2 young ladies' days.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Now, for those who've watched a few of the podcasts, may have seen that some of the clubs that we've been interacting with are for certain reasons, be it connections from the past or people who've attended Woody Sevens. Now, even though Hartlepool have attended Woody Sevens, one of the things that really stood out to me about this club is when I spoke to their coach, Kevin, a few years ago. He mentioned the fact that for under 18s, the club actively utilises sponsorship to make playing rugby at this club for free, which for me seems absolutely crazy, because how do you get people to buy into wanting to turn up when there's no financial commitment? Because let's be honest, for those who've got gym memberships, the reason you go back maybe once a month is because you pay for it. So I was really intrigued to find out more about the club and find out just what do they do to make these young people want to come back? Because somebody somewhere has got to be creating an atmosphere at this club that makes people want to come back to the club. And from getting to know some of the people and talking to the people within the club, I kind of understand why, but I don't think I can get it across this podcast as to why playing rugby and playing for Hartlepool Rugby Club is important to other people. I don't think I do it justice. So I'm going to ask you guys, why should people try rugby, and why should people come down to your rugby club and play for Hartlepool?
Space in rugby for everyone. Anyone who wants to play, there'll be a space for you wherever you really want to play.
I don't know, just give it a go, because none of the coaches or the team are gonna judge you, because in the end of the day, it's just anyone with conditions or disabilities or anything that impacts them. It's for everyone.
I will add something to that. You will be judged if you play rugby, because you'll be judged if you knock the ball on. You'll be judged if you're good. You will get judged because if you can't have a laugh and have a bit of a giggle, then rugby's not the sport for you. Because that's something that I've found being involved in rugby is everybody just wants to have a laugh and have fun. And like you say, it doesn't matter the size, the ability. Rugby is welcoming, and it's just about having that friendship and that giggle. But something you said was interesting about the disabilities and so on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Have you got experience of that, or?
Yeah, so I have type 1 diabetes, so obviously it impacts how my life is. So obviously I was only diagnosed last year, so it is a new thing for me, but rugby's always been there. And when I got diagnosed, I thought that I was gonna lose everything. But my life is literally just the same, just with having to deal with it. So don't be worried that anyone's gonna judge, or you can't play sport because of it. It's just the same for anyone else.
So should I be taking back those chocolates? Have I brought myself? No, you're okay. Okay, so I don't want to focus too much on the disability side of it. I know there are some sort of Premiership international players who are very good at advocating their disabilities and what they do. And I'm not going to sort of name anybody, but have a look out there, because there's people playing international rugby who have disabilities that can cripple. And, with the clubs and that, they manage them and they can still access the sport. What was it like for a teenager? I mean, I think boys and girls now, they have struggles because of your generation.
Yeah.
What was it like coming to the club and telling the club and your friends that suddenly you had this diabetes that you didn't, I suppose you didn't understand, did you?
No, I
And
never.
how do you go through that? How did the club and the friends take that?
So at first I thought like I was so embarrassed to tell them because I thought it was like my fault, if you get what I mean. But when I told them, they were like so supportive, like the coaches and my team, like they all like helped me through it. So if they hear if they hear my alarm go off, they know that like maybe something's the matter. So they ask me if I'm all right and stuff like that. Or and even the parents as well, like they'll ask me, "Do you want me to go and get you something or anything?" Like they're so supportive. So yeah.
What do you know sort of behind the scenes what the coaches have had to do to sort of help themselves help you? Is there?
Yeah, so like say for instance, if my mum isn't there at a match because like she can't or any like circumstance, the coaches always like say, "Where's your stuff?" and stuff like that. Like they really like push themselves to try and like make sure I'm alright.
That's a lot of effort for somebody who isn't sort of doing their child. How does that make you feel?
To be honest, it makes me feel like happy because like they actually care about me, and also I know if another person got the same condition or like anything else, I know they would be just as supportive for anyone else on the team.
That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. So we've had chocolates, we've had dodgy dad jokes, we've had inappropriate laughing, we've had a few Christmas gifts, some dodgy crackers, but with no snap, which I thought I'd be upset about, but I'm okay with that. There's no snap in them, but I'm happy with that. We've had dodgy rugby tops, okay, and dodgy rugby hats. So from us and the rest of the Hartlepool rugby family, we wish you a Merry Christmas. You gotta say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Now do it with a wave.
Merry Christmas!
Don't do it with a wave. So for everybody at Hartley Rugby Club and myself, Woody and Woody Sevens, we hope that you and your families have a wonderful Christmas and we look forward to seeing you in the new year.